Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. Next short while I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2016 Hyundai Elantra so you can make yourself an informed decision. Coming in on the front left tire, you got about 80 to 90% tread on all-season radio, so definitely got a lot of tread left on the front left. Now, first thing I want to point out that this is the left outer tie rod. Now, this is critical. It's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering. That is tight. This is the left lower ball joint. Now, this is critical because it's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the chassis. That is tight. This right here, that's your sway bar link connected from there up to there. Now that's important to be connected because it dampens the sway when it goes around the corner. This rubber boot is the outer CV boot. Now it's full of grease, and if it was ripped, you see grease all over the place. Important not to be because it lubricates the axle going forward. That is the left inner CV boot, and more importantly, look behind it. See how clean that is? That's a leak point. If it was going to leak in the tranny, that's where you'd see it right there. Good and dry. Yeah, now on your, and then now taking another look here for any indication. Okay, I'm looking underneath here, the bottom of the motor. Okay, there's a bottom of the motor of an oil pan. If there's going to be a leak, you'd see it right there. Bottom here. I am not seeing any indication of leaks at all. Now, this right here is your catalytic converter. Nothing wrong with it. Trouble is, though, people are laying on the ground, reaching under and going cut with a Sawzall, and they're getting $100 for that at the wrecking yard. And you, my friend, have got about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the car, I'm going to put a catalytic theft protection system that's going to stop people from doing that and save yourself a lot of grief. And that is only one of two things that I'm going to give you free of charge if you buy. Okay, on front brakes, on the front left, you got about 30,000 K, a good amount of brakes left. This is your left front strut. Now, this left front strut, you may see, it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping right here. In fact, this front strut has been replaced very recently, so no issues with your front your front left strut. No leaks, and your spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Okay, coming down to the rear left tire, about 30,000 K, a good amount of K left on your rear left. Now, the rear left wheel for tread, about 80% tread, a little less tread on the rear than you have on the front there. Now, coming behind the front, the rear left tire, this is the rear left spring suspension, and there no cracks, no breaks. This is your rear left shock. Now, if you notice how dry it is, that's important because it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it right away. Now, looking underneath here, I am not seeing even any surface rust. Very, very clean, which is a good sign. Yeah. Exhaust, no cracks, no breaks. Very clean. Okay, coming in on the right rear tire, about 30,000 K left. Definitely a good amount of brake left on your rear right tire. Your rear right tire, rear right wheel. Your rear right tire about 80% tread, a little less on the rear than you have on the front. And then on your right rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Your right rear shock, follow it down, good and dry, gain. Not even any indication of surface rust. Very, very clean. Now, the right front strut, bone dry, no cracks, no breaks in the springs. In fact, this strut has been recently replaced, okay? So that's a good sign. Now, on your right front tire, good 89% tread, lots and lots of tread. Coming behind the right front wheel, your right outer tie rod is tight. Your right lower ball joint is tight. Your right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right inner CV boot, harder to see here. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, I can't give you a shot of that, but it is not ripped. That much I can reassure you. Yeah, your sway bar link connector from there down to there, intact, doing its job. Okay, I've got the scanner plugged in and it says codes found 0. So that's a good sign. There is no check engine codes, no cracks in your windshield, dash very clean. Now I'll take you out and show you the condition of the motor. With the motor running, very, very smooth. Shot of the exhaust with the motor running. Very, very clean. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I take a look underneath there for any indication of white goo. Now, it would be, I don't see any indication on it, and that's good, because white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which is a head gasket leak and a big problem, but I don't see any indication of that. In fact, I don't hear any indication of problems with this motor whatsoever. It's running very smoothly. Now, this is what you're going to come to if you buy, you're going to come to me, and I am going to put on stainless steel cables like this that are going to go top and bottom of your catalytic converter. And remember, they're laying on the ground, they reach up, they hit the cables with the Sawzall, and they say forget it, and they move on. In addition to that, I am going to put these two things to save 15% of your fuel cost. And how's that going to happen? Real simple. I'm going to put this one on the motor itself, on the fuel line, and this plugs into the OBD2 port, and the combination of these two will save 15% gas. I've been doing this for 30 years. It never fails, never stops. In fact, I'm going to give you 2 extra of these, so you can put them on the fuel line to your furnace and the fuel line to your water heater, which is natural gas, and you will save 10% on your natural gas, guaranteed. Been doing it for 30 years, never stops, never fails. Now, those things are free, my friend, if you buy. Simply contact me. I'll have you in and out the door, and you'll not only be saving money on the road, you'll be saving money at your house. I look forward to showing you the inside story on any vehicle you're interested in, because I am the Cowboy Mechanic. Have a good one.